All right, and we're back, and we're playing a little bit of Jeskai Stoneblade. So as the Stoneblade name suggests, we're playing Stoneforge Mystic, the core artificer that has rocked Modern to its core since it was unbanned. No, that's not true at all. It's just been a great time. As I said before it was unbanned, this card will be a totally reasonable addition to the Modern format, and it has been, so that's great. It is not a necessary thing for you to play white decks, although it is among one of the better things to do, and that's just gravy. In this shell, we are playing white, blue, and red. So to that effect, we've got lots of wonderful 2-drop creatures. We got one of my favorite creatures of all time, Snapcaster Mage, probably my favorite Magic card of all time, to be perfectly honest. And then we have newcomer Dreadhorde Arcanist from War of the Spark. So this is 1 in red for a 1/3 trample. Whenever Dreadhorde Arcanist attacks, you may target or cast target instant or sorcery with converted mana cost less than or equal to its power from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. So to that end, we have 18 1-drop spells we can cast, although the spell pierces don't really count. But Opt and Serum Visions are our cantrips, Lightning Bolt and Path to Exile are removal and or burn. And then on 3, we've got some Teferis, we've got some Spell Quellers, we've got some Force of Negations, and we have a nice tight 3 equipment package for our Stoneforge Mystic. So nice tight construction overall in this deck. Reasonable looking sideboard. Doesn't have any of the lightning helixes that I was looking to play in a Jeskai deck. So if I was to try a different version of this, it would probably not be playing Serum Visions or Dreadhorde Arcanist. I'm not exactly sure what you'd add with those freed up 7 slots. Probably some more expensive spells, some Jace the Mind Sculptor, some Teferi 5, maybe a land or 2 extra with those ideas, but there is a Jace in the sideboard, Iceblade, but I think generally speaking this main deck is much more aggressive and tempo-y, so it's not looking to grind out with a Jace necessarily. The Bant decks are more suited for that. Anyway, we're gonna hop into a league and see how we do here. This is more like the Mardu decks, but obviously we're not playing discard, we're playing card draw, but we're playing redundant removal via the Dreadhorde Arcanist. So we'll see how this goes. Oh yeah, Delver. But alas, there was no Delver. Well, I'm sorry to say something, but Delver's not a very good card in Modern. It has occasionally popped up as being mildly relevant, but mild is the most relevant it's ever been. The cantrips just don't work that well with it. Yeah, Big Ben, this Narset Wheels deck is something to look at. Have you played it? Is it any good? What am I drinking tonight? Right now I'm drinking a Mai Tai. You play Delver for the glory, not for the victory. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. We're against someone who's 4-0. Spiral Prince, all right. On the play, no cantrips, Batterskull in hand, Force of Negations. I think this is a ship in the dark. Deny the 5. I mean, we'll see what we can do here. This looks like a keeper. I think I'd rather ship an Opt than one of these Quellers. And since I don't know what I'm up against in general, I'm just going to lean on Scalding Tarn for Raugrin Triome, most likely. They have no companions, so just absolutely no tips on what our opponent's on. No aggressive mulliganing from them, so it's probably not Tron or Dredge. Looks like Jund. Could be red-green mid-range trying out Raging Ravine. Alright then. Alright. Yeah, I'll play this Steam event. Break the Jund player's heart you must. Let's see if I hit a Force of Negation, I suppose. Nope. Well, that's a shame. Alright. All right. Hold on. There we go. All right, Mai Tai command has been added. It was worth it. Should be Lana. Tarmogoyf. Yeah, I'll Queller that. They have the bolt, they have the bolt. Hey, they had the bolt. I think we're losing this game. Not gonna lie. We had to Maul. No Stoneforge. Goyf is already fat. Ren 6 has been in play for a couple turns. I think we're just done. Yeah, we're not fighting back. We are playing the tempo deck, and we have been thoroughly thrashed on tempo. I mean, if they have fetch into Fatal Push or another Bolt here, you know. Hey, look. They have fetch into Fatal Push or another Bolt here. Yeah, I think I'm ready to be done on that. Am I? If I draw a Bolt, am I even close? I have double bolts. Yeah, we're just fucked here. I mean, they just had a perfect draw for the situation, right? Like, I can't be mad about that. Our draw would have been absolutely perfect on the flip side if they hadn't had all the bolts, right? You know? But unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles. There's a reason Jund's a good deck. I love me some Jund. If the Jund players as a group were a little less aggressive about loving Jund so much, I would probably have played it a lot more by now. I prefer blue Jund. Yeah, we're just done. We're not coming back from that. Womp womp. That's fine. It's one of those games where we get to sideboard up. So let's get some Aether Gusts. Probably the Jace and Celestial Purge. I think those are the cards I want. I don't think I want any of these. No, yeah, I think that's it. Is it weird that more than anything else I just want to cut some of these Dreadhordes? I don't think I actually should, but... Izzet Staticaster hits Tarmogoat. True? Technically correct? We talk about the fact we are actually playing main deck Spell Pierce and okay, yeah. I thought Tarmogoat was just a funny name for Tarmogoyf, but that's clearly not the case. Actually, Force is probably the worst card here. Does this look suspicious? No, not really. All right. All right. So yeah, we have 2 Spell Pierces in our deck. which almost at any point that game would have been insane, and we just didn't have them, which is, you know, that is how it be. All right. Sometimes you don't think it be how it is, but it do. Get the Raugrin Triome. Seachrome. Nice. Love that. All right. Hand is fire so far. Is it a Ren and 6? Nope. Actually, it is a Ren and 6. With no fetch land? Resolves. You got it. I can guess that later. I'll use this turn to opt. I don't think I want to... I'm not worried about the first one dying. On the bottom, please. On the bottom, please. On the bottom, please. Okay, so I don't want to Dreadhorde into a Liliana, nor do I want to Stoneforge into a Liliana. I guess that means I'm playing Teferi. Just Teferi and plus. And then if they have a Liliana, I really don't care. All right. All right. Pretty sure I'm discarding Path here. I think so. And then we're going to shock in Hallowed Fountain, go Stoneforge and Dreadhorde. Give them a bunch of crap to deal with. I suppose a removal spell plus the Liliana Edict will be enough, so... that was unexpected and frustrating. It's fine, though. Dreadhorde with a sword sounds sick. Yeah, I hadn't really thought about that. Does sound good, though. Can't really imagine that this works out as well as I'm hoping it will, but it could. I'm pretty sure I'm getting Batterskull here. Am I? Maul on the Dreadhorde also sounds pretty good. Sword is probably better, though. I kind of want to minus my Teferi. Oh, well. If they thought seize me now, it's going to suck. But I have a backup Teferi, so... But the biggest thing is, like, this is the turn they're most likely to have land into Bloodbraid, and I'm already stopping their cast. Fuck, they're going to have the double removal, just like I said they would. Oh... Of course, the deck that's a pile removal has double removal. How could it not? All right, sure. And there's the punish for having minus my Teferi. Okay. Dreadhorde with Aether Gust backup seems like it could be okay. Still have a Teferi in place. It's not like they can instant speed anything on me. Though the Ren and 6 is super, super terrifying at this point. So if I can keep my Dreadhorde on the table, I can flash back this Aether Gust. In theory, although I also need to hit a land. I don't know. I'm taking this line. There's a million ways this could go wrong for me. Oh shit. They also could just Liliana Edict me. I don't know. They've had the perfect curve of Planeswalkers both games, followed by infinite removal, so it's pretty rough. Hey, what's up, Arkin? I hope things are going wonderful for you. Sorry if you checked in last night. I was not here. But, Modern was not kind to me yesterday, so I didn't feel like playing it anymore. It is. Oh, of course. Why wouldn't they have another Tarmogoyf in their hand? What else do they have? Oh, wonderful. Okay, so we haven't gotten to do anything, and the Ren and 6 is just gonna ult here. Fantastic. Fantastic. Man, I am... Like, what do I do? Jace, Brainstorm. I have to hit a untapped red source and a lightning bolt to stop this Ren and 6 from ulting? No, I only got half. Oh. Alright. We'll pass the turn. If for whatever reason they get greedy and they don't immediately ult the Ren and 6, maybe. Fuck. Inquisition? I guess I'll Spell Pierce that. God, but that Bloodbraid also just gonna kill my Teferi. They could have killed the Teferi anyway. They had the Scavenging Ooze. You know what? We're just done here. I'm done here. We just got crushed. Yeah, it's fine. They had turn 2 Ren and 6, turn 3, you know, just perfect curve both games. They just ate us alive. They were already on the 4-0, so, you know, clearly well-experienced Jund player. I made the Jund players day? I don't think so. I think they probably forget about me in about 2 minutes. They played against a winnable? I mean, maybe it was winnable? There was a completely different set of game actions I could have taken. Like, I could have Aether Gusted the Ren and 6 on an earlier turn, but then we were dealing with the Tarmogoyf plus the Liliana. So I don't, unless you were just saying winnable, all spelled out as a thing. Just for funsies. Okay, yeah, got it. I mean, it was winnable, like in theory, right? But it, you know, I don't know. We had terribly, like, medium slow hands both games, and it just, yeah. Alright, this hand seems good for most things we could be against in Modern. Man, so many Celestial Colonnades tonight. Oh, no, I had no problem. Like, they just had a really great draw, and we got beat up. Yeah, the emotes are good. I have one more. Oh, this next opponent is my fan of my content, too. Damn it. We are just, like... Hey, Elemental Maddie. Yeah, it's pretty good. We've got Burns saying excellent and Homer saying exactly, which is a great counterpoint to each other. I guess I just jammed the Dreadhorde here. Hey, look, we're playing Legacy. I don't know, turn 2 jam Dreadhorde? How bad could it be? But yeah, the emotes are great. I have one more emote to get designed by Solgren, but I don't have the slots for it. So if we could ever get to 50 sub points, If we can ever get to 50 sub points, we can get the next emote, but I haven't had it designed yet, so I don't know what it's going to be. So against blue-white, oh, that's a great draw. So I mean, we have two great things to play here if they don't have removal. You want Bart? But what Bart? How does one get 50 sub points? I need either 50 people tier 1 subbing or, well, tier 2 subs are worth more, tier 3 subs are worth more than that, etc. No, it's not more intricate. It's either 50 subs and or a combination of subs, tier 2 subs, tier 3 subs that adds up to 50. The next turn I can play Teferi with Spell Pierce backup, so it does pay for me to work through their counter magic. Probably we just grab Batterskull here. It's a Batterskull. How much was I at right now? Somewhere in the high 30s, which is pretty good. I'm impressed. And I've picked almost all of that up in the last couple months since I came back to streaming, which has been fantastic. Because I did, I don't know, I didn't expect anything out of this ever, so You like this deck much better than the last one? Really? I liked the last deck a lot. Mono Red Obosh, that deck was sick. Yeah, the Empire growth has been great, Arkin. It really has. Yeah, I like Mono Red Obosh. And then we're going to do a bonus deck at the end of the night. We're going to play Mono Red... I just called it Mono Red... Raveler, because it's the Mono Red Prowess deck playing Bedlam Raveler, which is quite unusual nowadays. My opponent's playing main deck Kitchen Finks. What has this format come to? This is like main deck Leyline of the Void. I guess I'll just bounce it. Play Dreadhorde. If I play Dreadhorde, I don't have Double Bolt for an attacking Celestial Colonnade, so they'll get to kill my Teferi. They won't have any mana left, then I'll start gaining hard advantage with the Dreadhorde. I actually can't do that. Yeah, this is kind of awkward. I don't think I should sit here and do nothing. I think it's fairly unlikely that they just go all in on a Colonnade attack. I think they will respect my mana and my 6 cards in hand. Like, they won't want to time walk themselves by trying to Colonnade a Teferi. Night, Big Ben. Perfect. Good. Thank you, opponent. That is just what I wanted to see. But yeah, I'll figure it out at some point what I want the last emote to be, and then I'll get Solgrin to drum it up, because they did great work on the other ones. I think I want another character. I have 2 Mr. Burns emotes in mind for the future eventually, but I haven't decided on what else I want. I definitely want another sort of generally emotionally useful one. I think I have the shots. Probably my memes and gifts folder. Yeah. So this is number 1, concerned and sad Burns, and then number 2, Burns listening to your bullshit. It doesn't have to be Simpsons, but I got a theme going, so. Snowball 2 spitting a ball of fur. I do like the Homer, the car. That would be A+. Now they're going in with the Colonnade. Damn it, opponent. It's gonna work. Damn you. You clever bastard. You figured it out. I have no plan. Oh, well. Hopefully they don't have Force of Negation here. Wait, but they could just have it. They could just do the Colonnade again. So I guess it's better to deploy Batterskull, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, people who've never seen The Simpsons, I mean, that's a cursed life, a half-life. That's not even living. I don't know what that is, but it's not living. Oh man, we are gonna get demolished now that they start playing bigger things and I can't spell pierce. Time to get crushed. Are they fielding me? No. Verdict? Looks like a verdict. That is 10 out of 10 a verdict. Yeah. No kidding. Jace? Tap out for Jace? Tap out for Jace. Listen, you're gonna tap out for the Jace anyway. You might as well do it now. No. Don't not tap out for Jace. That's not what I said. Ugh. You never listen to me. Ugh. My god. Alright, I can snap, or I can bolt snap bolt right now. Plus I have Spell Pierce live. This should be Cryptic? No, Force. Okay, perfect. Either way, I have bolt snap bolt to kill the Colonnade when it comes after my Teferi here. So. And then bolt snap bolt and then equip Batterskull to a Snapcaster Mage. Who goes out on Mondays? As Chase said, there's so much to all of the lines in that song. There's so much. Like, fuck, man. Dude, that song, just, That's so ratchet. Did you see that girl? She is so short and that dress is so tacky. Who wears cheetah? Boop. Autobot, roll out. Smash. All right, now real talk. Am I supposed to... No, I can plus my Teferi, because then if they go after it with the Colonnade, it still survives. I guess if they have Path and or Verdict here, we get messed up, but... I'm just saying, there's enough stuff in that song to write an essay. There really is. Like, just all the sort of anthropological, sociological stuff it kind of addresses all in one go. Did they just bounce my Batterskull for me? What? Okay. I don't even know what to do with that. That is something. Yeah, they did bounce draw. Wait, pause. It's infinitely quotable. Fuck, man. Oh. It's gonna be Snap Cryptic? Snap Verdict. Ooh, self-destructive Snapcaster Mage. You hate to see it. Oh, what a massacre. And then Finks comes back. Should have activated Batterskull's ability. I didn't want my germ to die naked. I'll let the germ die with the Batterskull on and then put the Batterskull back on the germ. No problem. No problem. You are personal Batterskull. In response to the cryptic bounce draw. Was I not tapped down at that point? Oh, maybe I did have 3. Yeah, you guys are probably right. I didn't even think about it for a half second. Yeah, I could have blown them out on that. You're right. My bad. Teferi's gonna take 4. Oh no! What a ridiculous game, by the way. Like, look at these life totals. Just not moving an inch. Both teams just grinding. That's what we're looking for. I would like to go top. And we drew a Spell Queller. Well, this game's over. Though that set of draws, I think, is going to be way too much for our poor opponent. Roy, you can just tell me I'm an idiot on stream. It's fine. Everyone else does it. Nope. Denied! No. I said nope. Spell Queller. Spell Queller. Spell Queller. Boing. Would you like to cast your spell off my Spell Queller? Oh, I'm sorry, you're not allowed to. I just thought you might have some kind of interaction. But Jiggy, you wouldn't even know how good my draws were yet. Don't worry. You get to be salty in the future. This is the Spell Queller. Yay! They conceded! Oh, magic is fun. Alright. Jace, yes please. Mystical Dispute, sure. Probably Cleansing Wildfire to deal with these colonnades. Well, yeah, I mean, they could have Terror, but yeah. Little Teferi is a disgusting, inappropriate, unacceptable magic card. That said, as long as it's legal, I'm gonna keep playing it because I'd be crazy not to play the broken card. Teferi Time Raveler, still a good Magic the Gathering card. News at 11. Yeah, the War Planeswalkers would have been a lot more fun if they had been symmetrical. Obviously, they would have been less popular because they would have been less good. But, like, yeah. No. I get it. I totally agree with you, Tara. They can beat it, but it's not easy. All right. We could probably shave a Path, shave a Bolt, shave an Arcanist, shave a Serum Visions. Something like that. Feels good. Yeah, that seems good. So I want the Force of Negations. I definitely want the Spell Pierces and Mystical Dispute. All right. All right. Hand seems really good. Opponent mulls to 6? Ooh, that's a yikes, dog. Look at my totally non-suspicious untapped land. Opt. Yeah, alright. I'll take that. What do you have, opponent? Oh. That's not blue or a non-creature spell. Alright. I guess eventually we'll path that, but not soon. Are they playing Kitchen Finks instead of Little Teferi? If so, it might work out in this game. Because that thing's going to be a beating for the next couple turns. Oh, man, so awkward. All right, I mean, I gotta path one of these. It's too much damage otherwise. Okay, there we go. Now we're cooking with propane. We go and get the Batterskull. No. Stay off of my Stoneforge. My good girl. My good girl. Girl. She's so fine. I love this art. I really do. So much. Oh, just... Girl. Oh. I can't you didn't pay enough. No. Alright, fine. But we get the mana to protect our Teferi. So next turn we can play Teferi and then have up either Dispute or Spell Pierce. So pretty happy about that. Roy, have you seen any of Drawn Together? I don't think you have. I think it was definitely before your time. If you never saw any Clone High, I would assume that you hadn't seen Drawn Together. Yeah, you're a little behind on viewers. Drawn Together was the world's first animated reality TV show, which is obviously a ridiculous anachronism. So it was a cartoon that was in the style of a reality TV show. It was like Big Brother, but with a bunch of cartoon characters. So there was like a character who was like Superman. There was a clear character who was like Josie from Josie and the Pussycats. There was a character who was like a Ren and Stimpy style character. Are they conceded? They did concede. All right. But the point is, it was horrifically inappropriate. Very, very dark adult content a lot of the time. Like, it was clearly intended to be a comedy, but it was like a lot of very gross humor, a lot of very dark humor. Yeah. Betty Boop, that was past her prime. The show was disgusting. It was definitely disgusting a lot of the time. But that's the thing, Jiggy. That's one of those shows that, like, had disgusting moments that, like, really stayed with people. Well, that's the thing, though. It is great. I mean, because at the same time as it was being disgusting in and of itself, it was parodying a pretty disgusting, exploitative type of program, right? Like, reality TV is, in the abstract, a really disgusting concept. Especially some of the shows, right? Like, yeah. So... Oh, QB Turtles. Alright, match the third. There are some episodes of Drawn Together I wouldn't watch, but generally speaking, I think it's still pretty funny. There's a Disney princess character who is very Disney racist. Yeah, it's... I appreciate it for what it is, but it's definitely not everyone's cup of tea. Yeah, that's kind of how they portray her. They kind of portray her as the worst. All right, are we playing on Basic Mountain? I'm pretty sure we are. Jeanne d'Arc. The French name for Joan of Arc? I think I'll just shock this and realize that this can't get untapped white mana. But whatever. Ling Ling back. Oh yeah, there was a character that was Pikachu. It was just a knockoff of Pikachu, except it was like occasionally kind of offensively Japanese. Oh my god. That show was great at offending everybody. Good lord, they really covered all the bases, didn't they? I totally forgot about that. Yeah, Ling Ling spoke Japanese with subtitles. And there was a character that was essentially Link from Legend of Zelda, but he didn't know he was gay. But within the first season, he found out he was gay. He figured it out. He got there. He joined everyone else in the world with knowing. Force of Negation on top. Well, probably gonna opt. Actually, I'm probably gonna draw that. I'm gonna draw that right now and then use it. Foxy Brown token character? No, Foxy Brown not a token character. Foxy Brown is like an actual part of like the very first episode. She even gets the duet with Princess Clara, some black chick's tongue. I know that sounds like a really crazy statement, but it's that's the thing that happened. But it's like it's like hashtag selfie. That show really captured for me the grotesqueness of reality shows and that whole era of television. It really nailed it. And for anyone who disagrees, that's fine, but I think they did a pretty fantastic job in just nailing what just the whole late 90s, early 2000s tone. Most of TV right now is reality TV. I mean, I never watch TV on TV anymore, right? But I can probably agree that that's where they're at. Is that bolt going upstairs? No, it's going in my Dreadhorde. Do I path my own Dreadhorde here to get myself more mana for the Batterskull? Not a chance, no. So the bigger question is, do I fetch Shock to path both their creatures? Most of your life seems like reality. Twilight Zone is A+. Opt on top. Pretty sure I'm shuffling that away. Let's get rid of this Swift Spear now, and then... I don't know what trigger-happy TV is, but... Also, if the previous commenter who was saying most of TV is reality TV nowadays... Oh, that's unfortunate. Didn't mean that the States was part of that. They should have, because that would have been a lot more insightful and funny. Again? Man, all day long when I've been playing against Goblin Guides that are not working for me. You know? They work hard for that money. So, ooh. Well, actually, if I draw an untapped land, that's not an untapped land. All right. I'm not technically dead. You think you want to play a league tomorrow with Red Prowess? I mean, Jiggy, speaking as your friend and someone who cares about you, if you're doing all this work just to go play a deck that you can't trophy with or can't do well enough in a prelim to, like, what are you doing, man? I love you, buddy, and I love your Grinding Breach deck, and I love your not obsessive, I love your love of combo. I really do, and I respect it very deeply. But if the combo deck you're trying to get off the ground isn't good enough to earn its own way into the... You see what I'm saying? You're not afraid. I mean, I'm not talking about fear, I'm talking about sense. Yeah, alright. I would say then you oh, no, but you... Okay, the prelim thing is more of a time concern. I got you. Well, I'm not saying this on the record, but if Saturday comes up and you don't have enough QPs, my account has more than enough QPs. And I made a commitment on a podcast that I would play the Grinding Breach deck. And nobody's going to look for me to be streaming Grinding Breach. But if my account ended up playing Grinding Breach in a challenge because I had the QPs... Just saying. Alright, so Teferi's not great here. And then... If I'm boarding out Teferi, Spell Queller's probably less than good. I guess I could bring in Wear Tear for potential Roiling Vortices and the already extant Eidolons. And then Maul's not so great in this match. I mean, it's fine. I don't think I'm playing Jiggy. I haven't found anything I feel strongly about. I mean, someone was suggesting Doom Switch Control, whatever. But... Right, I get you, buddy. I get you. Alright. Hand is not horrible. We get to set up with the Raugrin Triome and then see where we go from there. It's going to be less painful mana-wise than last game, that's for sure. To be fair, Roy, the Obosh deck I just played that you didn't care for, that deck had more old bordered card than basically any other deck that I've played in the last while. It had at least 12, and come Time Spiral Remastered, it'll have at least 16, that's a lot. Lava Dart, the other bolt that isn't lightning, Firebolt, Lava Dart, Firebolt, Lightning Bolt, and Monastery Swift Spear. All old border. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, mono red's where it's at. If you want to play constructed power level cards in old border, that's apparently where you go. That draw was really not what I was hoping for. Yes, I'm willing to trade this Dreadhorde for this Rift Bolt. And apparently so are they. But they kept the 7 here. Not feeling so hopeful about this one. That's not too bad. That's also not bad. Untapped Plains is probably good enough here. Yo, your Eidolons have got to get Tur up. Skewer. And another Rift Bolt. Yikes. Okay. Our deck has next to no life gain except for Stoneforge. Maybe I should tweak this deck out a bunch. I was looking for Jeskai Stoneforge that had, or Jeskai Stoneblade that had Lightning Helix, and this one didn't. And I was like, yeah, it's probably good enough, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Potentially should have just Aether Gusted that Rift Bolt. Yeah, now they're just going to choke my mana. Wow, we are drawing all kinds of nothing. Apparently so are they? That doesn't seem right. Oh, come on. Help me out here a little bit, deck. You have faith in the Spell Pierce? I don't know if I do. Good lord. What are you doing over there? Are they playing around the Cryptic I don't have? I bet you they are. No, they're just going for... You know, I will literally be okay with just drawing the Batterskull at this point. I don't need the Stoneforge anymore. Just give me the fucking Batterskull. I'll do it myself. I will strap that sucker onto its own germ token if I have to. If that's what you're asking of me. You little... I didn't board in the Jace. Why didn't I board in the Jace? My 21 land deck, of course, is going to get totally choked up on lands, right? 21? No creature lands? 21. 21 lands. Okay. We don't need it. Hey, Merry Winter. Hope you're doing well. I've looks like a new name. If you've been lurking, of course, we're happy to have you. What is happening on their side of the... I don't... Okay, whatever. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Está bien? Now is the winter of their discontent. Oh, right on. Winter's one of the two seasons you enjoy in New York. Is the other one fall? I feel like fall is the correct answer. Squirrel Blade, but no one's playing it from what you can see. I don't think Toski was actually all that good in that deck. I think non-Toski Bant Stoneblade decks are probably generally better. That said, there's lots of viable Stoneblade decks. This was me really reaching, and it wasn't even me reaching in a direction that I felt that good about. I was looking for a list for Jeskai Stoneblade that was playing Snapcasters and Lightning Helix, and I found this list, which doesn't actually have Lightning Helix in it, and I just decided to play it anyway because, I don't know, because I felt like it. Oh, really? Oh, now I don't have a land on top of my deck. Fantastic. And I shouldn't have. I knew how aggressive this format was going to be. So we'll get to talk about that when we wrap up. I would like to shuffle away the Spell Pierce. Autumn, not fall. Do you know that? Is that what is the saying? Do you have the saying? Something in autumn, fall is something. I don't. I know there's a saying about like other people in the world making fun of Americans for calling it fall, but I mean, I live in Canada, so we also call it fall. We also built Izzet Prowess. Well, I mean, Izzet Prowess is one of the best decks in the format, flat out. So, deck is A+++++++. Roy, do you know what I'm talking about? It's called fall because leaf fall down. Yeah, but there's like something in autumn, fall. So it's like, what is it? Superman does good, you're doing well. If someone says, like, how are you doing? And you say good, and it's like, no, you're doing well. Superman does good. Okay. Roy got that Costco wine. Is it in a box? Did you get a box wine? Or is it just one of those big jugs? I love big jugs. Does it have 3 X's on the side of the bottle? Good old-fashioned glass bottle. You're good and well? You're next leveling all of us. Alright. My opponent has had an abysmally slow hand, and it has given me hope. Which is probably not a good plan. Okay, I don't want to fire off that fetch land, but if they have a shatter plus a way to protect it, plus another way to protect it, Superman does autumn, you do fall. That's just fantastic. A+. We'll burn that bridge when we get there, you damn right. I'm about to get the shit kicked out of me, I'm pretty sure. Come on, QB. Really? Okay. Okay. I see you. That is to say I seen you. Oh, they fetching. It's all over, people. We don't have a prayer. Hold on, let me get the real one.
It's all over, people. We don't have a prayer. Oh.
Searing Blaze Part 1 resolves. I'm sure this is just gonna kill me with the actual damage. Okay. You know what I'd say? Gustin makes me feel good. Gustin, 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 Gustin makes me feel good. Gustin. Come on. Alright, here they have infinite burn spells and we're just dead. We had no chance. Once they started sandbagging burn spells, QB Turtles is way too good of a burn player to let us win this game. Oh, he's holding priority. Opponent says, if you had Flusterstorm, they gave me, you would punish me so hard. This is way more acceptable than the show hand. Just hold priority, fire, fire, fire. I knew I was screwed by the time we were halfway through that game, unfortunately. We just drew too much nothing. I suppose with the way they were playing that game, what I could have done is waited to draw my Stoneforge, fetched a different piece of equipment, hope that they wouldn't kill the Stoneforge, then use dropping in the Batterskull as a way to leverage mana. The problem is, that turn they were going to hit 7 cards in hand, and they were just going to start going off anyway, so I think they would have used the Stoneforge or whatever I had there as the incentive to go off. Alright. I'm gonna keep this semi-risky hand. We flooded out like nobody's business last game, so maybe we'll just never ever draw a second land this game. Opponent's name is Pack for Titan, and they seem to be on Omelette. Okay, that doesn't make any sense, but alright. Whatever. Is that what the mixed metaphor is called? Catatresis? Because catchism I've heard before, so I assume that was correct, but... Omelette for 2 mana? 2? But that's not enough to play a Dryad of the Elysian Grove and smash me by turn 3. Oh, it's going to be Explorer. All right. Oh, maybe I should have looked for the pact on the amulet. Not pact, force. If I would rather have white or red here, it's white. Yeah, I definitely should have looked for Force of Negation when they played the omelet. Although, I don't know. Bottom. Found my next land. Hooray. Catatress. The use of a word in any way that is not correct. For us, the use of mitigate for militate. Okay, so that's not that. That's not the thing that you meant it to be. No, that's not perfect. No, it's not the mixed metaphor thing. It's using a word in the wrong place. It's not using a phrase to mean something that it doesn't. They have triple omelet. If the last card in their hand is a Titan, I will scoop on the spot. I will be done. Did they keep their? They kept their 7. Good lord. Yeah, but saying you'll burn that bridge when you get there is not... That's not using a word wrong. That's using a phrase wrong, because that... Saying you'll cross that bridge when you get there is a phrase, which... You're not actually talking about any bridges. Okay, last card in their hand is Simic Growth Chamber. They literally have to top deck for the moment. So, I think the best thing for me to do this turn is jam Stoneforge. Because trying to remove either Dryad and giving them another land is pointless. So I think I want to go grab Sword of Feast and Famine as quickly as possible, and then try to get it into play as quickly as possible, and then get attacking with it as quickly as possible. If I can find another path to exile, because unfortunately I bottomed one because I was looking for lands, which was, at the time, was the correct thing to do, but I think we just have to hope that they don't draw anything relevant. You would dig for EE right now. Well, it doesn't exist in my main deck, so that's not helpful. What if we could time travel, Jiggy, and go back in time, and then somehow put a Meddling Mage into turn play, and then name Omelet? How do you think about that play? I think that's far superior than to anything that you have suggested, and I'm shocked and disappointed at the medium quality of your advice here. Really hasn't been up to the standards I'd expect of you. I mean, the fact that I could come up with the Meddling Mage line. What about Temur Karn Uroza Urian? I think that's still my name on the Faithless Brewing thing. Thanks for the follow, Spaz 69. Did they literally top deck a Titan? Please tell me they did. Please tell me they top decked a Titan. 3rd Dryad! Amazing. Amazing. We may, in fact, just die to the Dryad beatdown. Clearly, I should have gotten the Batterskull. Hey, man, if you ain't here to party, you picked the wrong place. You picked the wrong Friday night. You ain't here to party. You picked the wrong place. You picked the wrong Friday night. If you ain't here to party, you've been missing out on the best damn night of your life. It's a good song, though. That's all right. All right. I can path 1 as I connect, untap my lands, and then go snap path another, and then block. So, in theory, we can dig out of this. In theory. In theory, communism works. In theory. So much value. Look how much free mana they got. Boom, boom, boom. Discards Simic Growth Chamber. That's wild. Oh, they had a Gruul Turf. All right. Now, ladies. Oh, I mean, there was. I couldn't imagine that they would have. Wait, they're not floating mana in between these, so they're not casting a Titan this turn. They're just advancing their board position. Yeah, they're just advancing their board. Oh, they still had a second Growth Chamber. So they have one more unknown card in hand. Is it another land? It could be. They could just play it out. Missed the attack? Alright, well, whatever. Listen, opponent, you're not getting any freebies from me with your triple omelet draw. Jesus. Hell no. No, absolutely not. Get out of here. You stupid, sexy Flanders. Land. Alright. It's not the best, not the worst. I really should have played that Teferi and bounced the Dryad because I'm about to untap all my mana. I could Bolt, Snap, Bolt. I won't have enough for Spell Queller. Yeah, I didn't think this through. Snap, Opt. Nope. Bolt, Snap, Bolt's probably the best thing to do here. Just double Bolt. Double Bolt's probably much better, actually. Alright, let's get this on the stack. Just double Bolt the Dryad. Keep the Queller and the Spell Pierce. So hopefully they don't natty draw Titan. Hopefully they just pick up Summoner's Pact. That I can mess with. And this is the last card in their hand anyway. The trigger's on the stack anyway, so they're down to 0 cards. Okay, so they just have to natty draw Titan at this point. Alright, we can still easily die. It's not a Titan. I'm going to Snap Opt at end of turn here, or Snap Bolt. So they're at 14. Putting the Snap into play gives us 7 power, puts them on a 2-turn clock, so we're just going to Snap Opt. So Snap Opt, and then next turn, just go for it. Triple Dryad, triple Omelet draw. Not good enough without the Valakut. Alright. I could draw a card with Teferi. I don't think it's particularly relevant. I don't know what I could draw that would be actually all that useful here. No, it's not relevant. It's fine. If they top deck the Titan, we could die. But apart from actual factual Titan, I don't think they have any outs. How did they get a second card in hand there? Oh, it's the amulet, obviously. Duh. That does have reach. Luckily for me, I've got multiple lightning bolts, so we're good. No problem. Yeah, no fucking problem. Alright. Time to die. Thought ahead, so wise. GG! Yay, we won the hard one. No, but seriously, like, triple Dryad, triple Omelet. Like, we easily could have died on turn 3 or 4. They just didn't have it. Thank God. Alright, Aether Gusts, yes. Cleansing Wildfire is like kind of okay. I always want Surgical against these decks because if you can Surgical Titan, it's like the nuts, but generally not the best idea. And since we're on the draw, I think I'll take out Spell Pierces. And a Dreadhorde and a Teferi. No, Spell Pierce is better than I'm thinking it is, because they also have the Explorers. Just cut some Serum Visions. So we're just basically bringing in more action. I know Maul seems like pretty mediocre, but sometimes it turns like a medium clock into a very quick clock. Plus with Dreadhorde having an extra piece of equipment that it lets me flashback Aether Gust or Cleansing Wildfire could be really good. This deck is really tricky to look at and sort of balance because Dreadhorde is so swingy. Like, having Dreadhorde with a Lightning Bolt in your graveyard in this matchup is not particularly useful, but oof. Alright, this is not much of a hand, but it's got turn 1 opt and all the mana we could ever need, so okay, they kept their 7. Hopefully it's not an insane 7. If it is, there's no way we could beat it no matter what it is, so I'm not going to worry about it. Grazer. Grazer's fine. I'm guessing that's how most modern decks feel against Omelet Titan. Yeah. They're very, very good at what they do. Well, just think about, like, that game, how many times we could have lost if they top-decked a Titan. Right? Like, it was, like, from turn 3 onwards. Maybe even turn 2 onwards, to be perfectly honest, because they had... Yikes. Yeah, Grazer definitely back in a big way for those decks. Wow. This is a really crappy hand for a Titan deck. What are you gonna do? Turn 4 Titan me? Pfft, like a chump? Like, they literally could play any land now and then try to play a Titan. But that's amazingly slow. We have Aether Gust, then Snap Aether Gust. I have to find something else after that, but it's possible. It's possible. Listen. This could be good enough. What the hell? Wow. So they must have top-decked the Omelet. Otherwise, they would have played it earlier. Maybe they're trying to set up for Titan with Veil backup. But, like, that's pretty sketchy. In my modern? So now I have the option of going Snap Opt if they don't play anything relevant here. Lamau. Clearly I should have brought in the Jace. I mean, the way this match is going. Speed Dryad. But you already played a land. Okay, whatever. I mean, sure. I guess. Plays their 6. I mean, maybe they're trying to dodge Mana Leak. But they lost value on it. OP be tripping. Tripping over their own feet, I guess. puts it on the bottom. Probably have another Dryad here. Nope. Okay. Have you ever done acid? I haven't. No, I have not. I've not done most hard drugs. Just a little bit of marijuana. Well, no, I say most. I think all. I did like a whippet thing one time on a cruise ship. It was really, really stupid. Yeah, it's like nitrous. Oh, I should have done the snap op there. Sorry, I got distracted by chat stuff. Anyway, yeah, it's like a temporary high from like sniffing some gas. It was really stupid and pointless. What is their hand? How did you keep this? What was your game plan going in here? All right. That's a Titan. No, I mean, I'm sure they had a Titan. It's just like, I don't know. It just took them forever to like, they've been able to cast it for multiple turns, right? That seems appropriate, Mr. Maple Syrup, especially on, you know, each one stops being as much of a, I don't know, an individual experience and starts being part of a whole. Part of a whole. They did put the Titan on top. I don't actually have an out for the Titan, so we can go snap opt, and then we can go bolt snap bolt. So if they go Squadron Titan on me, that'll be the worst, but at least I'll have 3 Snapcaster Mages in play. Oh, or that. That one's fine too. Alright, we let him resolve the Titan. We'll see what they grab with it. And then we path, and then hopefully we have snap path afterwards, and we'll see where we end up from this. My graveyard is so squeaky clean. It's like I've been bogged already. So they're probably getting a bounce land and maybe just a Teleria West? Like another one? Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't know what they'll choose to do here. It's a lot of options. Both players with completely squeaky clean graveyards. Very strange. Oh, because they're going to want... Yeah, they got the Slayer Strong. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is exactly what we wanted, because they're going to haste their Titan, and we're going to get to remove in response. Yeah. Nah. Though. Yeah, Terror, you're not the only one. Now they get to bounce the Teleria West, so they can do stuff with that next turn, but not this turn. Okay, listen, deck. I would like to draw one of my Stoneforges, or, barring that, just straight up the sword. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Oh my god. Oh my god, you listen. You know, I was starting to be mad at you, deck, but gosh, you get me. You get me. Oh, and it's just my size. Cling. Oh no! No! They have interaction? Or are they just spooking me? Don't spook me, that's not nice. Dat member. I was really thinking I was gonna have Spell Pierce up here, but even if I had, Dismember was not on my radar. Well, here comes Titan number 2 and then death. No Titan? Dryad? Are you, in fact, the least lucky Titan player of all time? Nope. No, they are not. They get Dryad? So they already have a Titan in hand? Oh, no. Or a bounce land? Whatever's about to happen, it's not going to be good. Yeah, they already had a Titan. That's so fucking gross. Oh. Yeah. All right. Well, my opponent's taking forever to do anything, so I'm going to let them keep doing it because, you know. Oh, they've got the Boros Garrison in their hand. Yeah, I'm super fucked. Holy shit. They're not even going to hit me. God, I hate Titan so much. Oh. Freaking Dismember, man. I would have been able to do something about this situation, but they had the Dismember, and now we're just very, very dead. Depending on the day, Mr. Maple Syrup, and depending on where I've been in my life, certainly if I have coffee and too much beer and or too much like cocktails in one day, I can burn out my tongue with acid. So I certainly have a similar thing that happens. All right, Dying to Titan and me. Name a more classic combo. I think I could bring in the Jace here. I think bringing in the Jace would be an okay thing to do. Maybe we take out this guy. Maybe we bring in Engineered Explosives for the other Serum Visions, I guess. Actually, Dreadhorde seems spectacularly medium in this matchup. Especially now that... Yeah, alright. I'll do it this way. Yeah. You're right. Losing a burn is my calling card. Losing a burn is my calling card. You're right. How good is Wear Tear? Probably not. Actually, it might have been... Yeah, it actually might be better than... Man. Yeah, that actually might be better than the EE in a million different ways. God, I'm really stupid, huh? Alright. Didn't think about that. Wear Tear. Much better against Omelet. No, you're right, though. You're 100% right. Opponent mauls to 6. It looks like they're finally getting hit by the variant stick. Hopefully they go turn 1 land, grazer, bounce land, because my Cleansing Wildfire will eat that up. Delicious. Also, we need to hit a blue source reasonably quickly. Although as soon as we do, we kind of set up for the future, so we'll see. I guess I could always Cleansing Wildfire my mountain into an island if I need to. Alright, opponent, what do you got? Oh, please. Bounce land. Bounce lands only. Bounce lands only. Yes! Boom, baby!
Boom, baby!
Well, we have to draw the blue source still. Come on, deck. Don't you screw me. Please. I'd really appreciate it. Rats. Okay. Alright. Alright. Are we flooding or are we mana starved? Either way, never have the good balance. No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Or we'll die. Whatever. It's Titan. Don't worry about it. It's Titan Town. I like mushrooms in pasta. I just made a rosé pasta sauce the other day. That was fantastic, and I always love getting a good chunk of mushrooms and olives in there. But olives impart a wonderful saltiness, and mushrooms are a great vehicle for sauce. All right. Blue source. Blue source. Blue source. You... not happy. Not pleased. When they like turn 5 slow roll Titan me, I'm gonna be yeah. Rosé is a great sauce. Why are you tanking so hard? Just kill me. Just kill the shit out of me. Okay. Apparently their hand is all really crappy like utility lands, and they don't know how best to fumble their way through this game. All right. All right, discard to hand size. Love it. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, deck. Appreciate you. I'm never gonna have time for Serum Visions at this rate. I should discard a blue card. Serum Vision seems like the worst one, just because it's sorcery speed. Opt is at least reasonably useful, because if I pick up a blue source, I'm just going to sit here and hope to gust whatever they have, or, hey, look, it's going to be exactly what I predicted. Just a medium turn 5 Titan that's going to completely bury me. Fuck. I have to path this stupid Titan. It's going to get another Titan. I mean, no matter what deck I'm playing against with this hand, we would have lost, so... Yeah. Rebecca Gay, Path to Exile? Oh, yeah. It's phenomenal. Kicks the shit out of this one. Sorry, Todd Lockwood, but you are outclassed. There might be a Rebecca Gay Secret Lair at some point, by the way, similar to the Seb McKinnon one, which is hopefully going to be super exciting. Yeah, he's next level too. Ooh, Arcade Post. Yeah, Arcade Post is phenomenal. Who did I meet? I met Mark Tadine. All right. Thank God I drew the Hallowed Fountain now. Hallowed Fountain. Got Mark Tadine to sign my friend's Emrakul at GP Tirana. Hallowed Fountain works well. I mean, it's okay. It's we'll see. We had such a good turn 1, turn 2. Oh yeah? At GP Toronto? That's awesome. It was like 2018. So this is Teleria West? Okay. So they're gonna grab Summer's Pact? Yeah, okay. But they're not gonna play it this turn? Oh, that's so good for us. Okay. Stay of Execution continues for now. Steve Argyle there. I don't think so. Oh yeah, Hamilton's actually even nearer to me where I am now because I'm in Oakville. All right, so Spell Queller can eat their Spell Queller can eat their pact. Hopefully they don't just like have another Titan or sorry, what? Say what now? Post-combat Summoner's Pact. What if I Gust the Titan, though? Is that better? Because they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. They have to pay for the pack next turn. They haven't played any lands this turn, but if they do play a land, then they'll have more than... No, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4... That's... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they have 10. So there's no... All right. No, we just got to Spell Queller this and hope they don't have removal. Oops. All right. Godspeed, little Queller. Their hand is chock full of shit, so don't die. Because I really need you not to. Dryad, land drop, wreck you. Oh no, just another natural Titan? I guess it's not too bad because they don't have the ability to give it haste, so I can just path it again. I have a million mana, but no Titan yet. Primal Command. They gain 7 life, and they're putting a Titan in their hand, which they can't cast. Okay. Hey, that doesn't cast a Titan, friend. Oh, fuck. Oh my god! Why did you slow roll everything? Ah! Their hand was absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. And they just they're just taking forever with everything. Alright, I'm done. Screw you. Apologies, everyone, for me being salty there. They're just taking forever to wreck my shit. We're not dead. We're super, super dead. They just put a Titan in their hand. They have another Titan going into their hand. They put a Dryad into play with a Valakut. We're flipped. Totally screwed. We're not digging out of that on 3 lands. Like, not a chance in hell. We're not dead, but we're never getting out of that game alive. There's no no, I think you could plan out the perfect set of draws and we'd never be able to come out. They had 12 mana next turn. I can almost guarantee it. No, they couldn't cast a Titan that turn. It was the 2 Titans they were going to cast the next turn. No, but they still have the Dryad with all the land drops, right? Like, they have double bolt every single turn from then on. Yeah, no, it's fine. We were super screwed there. Super screwed there. It's fine. We've had a lot of really poor draws. We've flooded out crazily and then gotten totally starved in other ones. No problem. Oh, that's fine. All right, Luris deck. Man, all right. This really felt like the format is like super spiky this week. But then again, we also did play against Jeskai Eldrazi Blade this week, so maybe I'm just remembering the fact that no matter what deck I've been playing, it's always been the worst deck on the table. Alright. So it looks like Black-Red or Jund Scourge Shadow. You like this better or worse? Considerably worse. It's been very clunky. I did not read this deck list closely enough. I wanted to play Jeskai Stoneblade with Lightning Helix, because I was like, oh, the format's so aggro, and Lightning Helix is something that I want to play a lot. This deck with the Dreadhorde Arcanist has been pretty abysmal. Dreadhorde is just not a good card to be playing right now. This has basically 0 life gain in the main deck except for Batterskull, right? Which is like not really, yeah. Oh, yeah, Light of Hope? I mean, it's not necessarily that bad. Like, I can see the point of it. What's up, King X Ziggy? We got Snap Path here, which is not too bad. What are we playing for the showcase? I don't know that I'm playing in the showcase, King. I don't feel strongly about anything. I'm sorry if you expected me to be some kind of person who wants to play in every... I know it's a free roll, but like, I don't know. What am I supposed to play? Listen, I might come on tomorrow night late-ish and try to find something, but I don't know, man. Just not feeling it. Like, I don't... I need to sing a sweet song to Modern and tell me that it can't make me love it. 'Cause I can make you love me. Oh, hey, what's up, Wambo? Enigmatic? Enigmatic has burned me so many times. Yeah, Roy, that suggestion is basically one of the more reasonable ones, right? I don't know, just play a deck that can win on turn 2 and then win on turn 2 a couple times. Like, when I went and I played Blue-White Stoneblade during the end of the Tybalt or the Valky Cascade era, I literally was 2-0 and I lost to the most incredibly unreal draws from a Jund version of that deck. But, like, otherwise I was doing quite well. But I just didn't want to go deeper in that tournament with Valky Cascade still being a legal deck. So I dropped. But, you know, I was doing fine. I mean, if I want to play a good deck in competitive setting, I can do well with it. I'm not going to be the one to do it, Tartan Scarf Man, but I will be listening to the next episode of Faithless Brewing because they were doing Insurgent Greatness this week. And if they have any kind of medium promising result with it, then I could see trying it out in Enigmatic. I think one of the builds they were doing had it in Enigmatic, but I'm not sure. Okay, we're just gonna block the Bomat here. The bonded courier. Block the bonded courier. Not sure what the tank is all about. Lava Dart? They're playing Lava Dart in Jun Shadow? No, they're not. Jun Scourge Shadow playing Lava Dart? No. Are they considering pushing my Stoneforge? I don't... My list looks something reasonable. I might try. Oh, I saw your list. You got sniped on the 5-0, right? By some named player. Yeah, I saw your tweet, dude. List looked fantastic. I mean, I didn't read it in depth as much as I should have done, but it looked exactly like something I'd want to play. I mean, I loved that pile. And a bunch of Omens of the Sea in it. Yeah. Yeah, Raven's Warning. Yeah, I could play this. Alright. So I'm putting in Batterskull this turn. And other than that, they discarded a TBR to pick up the other two cards. I guess I'll play Serum Visions, try to hit a land. I could play Opt. Opt actually digs me more sort of solidly towards land. Perfect. And then still play the Serum Visions. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to get Luris. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. They could have a lot of stuff in their hand. I don't want either of these cards. I think the Dreadhorde Arcanists in this deck have been a real disappointment. It's something I'm just not... It's not just a saga? What? No, In Search of Greatness is not a saga at all. Wambo, your deck is not playing Luca. How is this possible? How is it correct not to play Luca? I mean, I see you have the 4 Transmogrifies. I'm just saying I'm really, really surprised. No, I understand. It's just, I thought these decks wanted to play, 6 to 8 copies of that effect in their 80 card list, not the bare minimum. Okay, what is... So this means they're just suiciding the Bomat. But do I put the Batterskull in to block Swiftspear here? Instead of blocking the Bomat? Just let him have another crack at another card next turn, potentially? It's probably the better thing to do, right? They have 1 card in hand. Yeah, if I block the Bomat, I'm definitely not getting any life. Yeah. I mean, I'm at 13, so I'm not really concerned. Is it Bolt? Sure. You got it. So they're going to trade. I'm going to gain 4 life. It's fine. I have a land drop. I'm going to have a 5/6 lifelink Vigilant Swiftspear. You gonna grab your Luris? It's fine. Okay. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy the concession here. I mean, in theory, they could dig out of this, but, like, I'm not worried about it. I guess the only thing they need to hit is a Fatal Push, but they've only got 1 shot at it. 2 if they Luris into Bobble instead of Lurising into a threat. They'll probably lure us into Death Shadow. Yeah. I think the thing that I would be most excited about with that card is the fact that in the worst case scenario, I could feed it to Enigmatic Incarnation. Same with like I would playing Enigmatic Incarnation with Fires of Invention sounds like fun. Like not something I think you could reasonably do in Modern, but something you could reasonably do in Magic. Yeah, okay, Shadow. Swing with Bomat. Sack it? Nope. Alright, fair enough. So that's huge. That's a really good draw. Teferi, Stoneforge, Spell Pierces, the things I'm playing this turn. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, can't sack the Bomat there though. I guess I have a Lightning Bolt in my graveyard, so putting Dreadhorde into play is even more lethal than playing Stoneforge. Spell Pierce if they have Fatal Push, although they didn't draw any extra cards there, and they're probably not going to this turn. Oh, maybe they will. We'll see. We'll see how they sequence this all out. But Spell Pierce might have text. We'll see. Yeah, Dreadhorde for Bold is what I ended up doing. I mean, I guess this opens them up to attack with Lurrus to suicide it for 3 life gain. But yeah, okay. We're good. We're good. I think there was no wrong way to eat that Reese's at that point. Okay. Purge is A+. EE is very good. I think that's basically it. All right. Paths are good. Bolts are good. Spell Pierce is fine. Force is generally not going to be great. Do you have a mana drum symbol? I mean, I own a very nice set of drums, but I don't know if they produce mana. They might if I play them right. What's Staticaster for? I assume goblins, elves, taxes, decks that have 1 toughness creatures, you know? I mean, we haven't been running into too many of those. Yeah, exactly. This, I mean, I think I grabbed this deck because I wanted to play Jeskai Stoneblade. And I think I will play a different Jeskai Stoneblade again next week with the specific changes, and I will look for a list that is more to my taste, and I'll talk about that when I finish here. Have I drummed on stream? I've played videos of me drumming on stream, but I have not drummed on stream. Since I started streaming heavily, I haven't had a place where I can set up my drums in a way where I could stream them. But I would. I definitely would. All right. Opponent Mauls. Obviously, his hand sucks. Yeah, we'll ship it. All right. Good hand. Very good hand. Yeah, so this way I have basically 3 Path to Exiles in my hand. I mean, obviously they open themselves up to different answers, but the way shoot, I was really hoping to fetch for that. How long have I played? 11, 12 years? 3 years, then I went to university for 4 years, then I played on cruise ship for 4 years, so about 11 years. Yeah, it's been a ride. And you won't believe how crappy I sound. I'll put on some videos of me drumming between this league and the next one if you like. If you are interested. I've done that a couple times. Going for Lurrus here? Lurrus has no value. Yeah, we're doing a third league, right? It's going to be very fast, in theory. Dreadhorde! Look at that. Look at that shit. That is not a Magic the Gathering card. That is some bullshit. Some stupid ass bullshit. Cool. Shouldn't be in the game. But cool. Tarot card? Yeah, it does look like a tarot card. You don't think that's legal? Yeah, tarot card, exactly. Teferi and Spell Queller. It's a good combo. See ya! Oh my god, 1/1 Scourge. It's adorable! Bouncy, bouncy. Boy, doo-doo. Ba-doo-ba-dee-beep, ba-dee-dee-dee. Ba-doo-ba-dee-beep, ba-dee-dee-dee. Ba-dee-ba-dee-beep, ba-dee-dee-dee. Ba-dee-ba-dee-beep, ba-dee-dee-dee. Ba-dee-ba-dee-beep, ba-dee-dee-dee. Ba-dee-ba-dee-beep, ba-dee-dee-dee. Ba-dee-ba-dee-beep, ba-dee-dee-dee. Ba-dee-ba-dee-beep. It's the Temptations I Can't Get Next to You. I think that's what that song is called. Shoot. All right, so we got a Spell Queller, the push, and then hopefully that'll work out for us. I was hoping I'd get to Queller during combat and eat the... Well, I had the Squire already. Squire. Wraith reporting in. GG, nerd. Teferi Queller does it again. I don't actually know that we've won, but it's possible. Oh! Can't do that one. Yoink. That's mine. It feels like they put out a lot of freaking secret layers. Like a lot. Like an ungodly number. They play Lurrus? Yes, they are. Alright. That seems fair. Attack with the Scourge? No? Alright. I guess you know your business. Alright, hopefully they don't have another push. The third push would be inconvenient. Secret layers, secret layers. That would be, yeah. Yay! We beat one of the best decks in the format. By pure randomness. Alright. 2-3 league. Jeskai Stoneblade. I think this deck, this archetype, generally speaking, is good. However, Dreadhorde Arcanist is poor right now. I think Serum Vision, if you're going to cut the Arcanist, you can cut the Serum Visions. I don't necessarily know that you need 2 Spell Pierces, but I definitely want to have 4 Lightning Bolt, 4 Path, or something like that. Maybe we can go lighter on the paths for the main deck and put some of them in the sideboard. And then Lightning Helix is something I would like to play a number of. But again, this is me hedging against things like Burn, some of the other creature decks. It does help against Scourge of the Skyclaves, etc. Think you get another Queller in here. Main deck Force of Negations, maybe not necessary. Get some Mana Leaks in here or something, but I think this archetype, generally speaking, is pretty good right now and worth exploring. But this list was really poor, and I think without Dreadhorde, Maul might be less good. But the Quellers and Sword of Feast and Famine is definitely fine. We can get a Sword of Fire and Ice in here, maybe. Couple Cryptics or a Jace, maybe a couple more lands, get up to 22, 23. Something like that I'd be pretty happy about. So I'll probably come back next week and try to work out what numbers of those things I'd like to try here. Maybe get some Brazen Borrowers in here, that'd be alright. And some Bone Crusher Giants. The cards are both reasonable sort of split cards in the meta. Plus they add nicely to a sort of flash strategy. Then the only thing in the deck that you have to play at sorcery speed is Stoneforge and like Teferi, which is pretty good because those things are more than powerful enough to make up for that. All right, we are going to do one more league today. We're going to do Raveler Prowess, mono red, Bedlam Raveler Prowess, 18 lands, all gas, gas, gas. So if you'd like to stick around for that,
meanwhile,
in the future watching this on the YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I will see you on another video. All right. As per Caustic requests or observations, let's get some Zach drumming stuff on here. What do we want? Motown. Do you want the jazz show? Let's do the jazz show. VLC. Yeah, we'll do the Big Easy. It's a Motown, or not Motown, New Orleans kind of jazz show. So I have a very loud vest on.